What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wise Guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you sub. Make sure you hit the bell. Guys, the ban list just dropped, right? We got to talk about it. I think right off the bat, guys, I think that Link Cross is a very, very interesting hit. I think it's a roundabout way of hitting VFD without actually hitting VFD. They kind of probably want to lead with, okay, how does this do? How does this underlying way of making VFD getting hit, is that going to affect VFD being in the meta like that? Are the correct decks going to make it now? Because, you know, I don't think they intended for Dry trying to be able to just make VFD like that. But the Yu-Gi-Oh community is the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and we were going to figure that type of stuff out. So I think that's what they're going for, is taking out the underlying ways of making VFD with that one. I think next up, Smoke Grenade. Smoke Grenade is interesting, but it's definitely necessary. I don't even think it was debate. I think we all wanted Smoke Grenade. Even the people that were playing Smoke Grenade probably wanted Smoke Grenade to get hit. Literally. I think I used to see it in Dragon Link decks, and then I stopped seeing it. It is what it is with that. Last but not least, I think the Buster Sword is kind of weird, because I feel bad for people that actually like Buster Blader, because you got hit indirectly, but they couldn't hit Union Carrier yet, because it's such an enabler for decks that don't even exist yet, if you get where I'm coming from with that. I think next up, the semi-limited list, because there wasn't anything limited. I think True King's Return is very, very, very interesting, because it seems like they're doing something slowly but surely, and the card wasn't that powerful that where we could never see it again. You know how that stuff goes, man. Last up, we got to talk about Seer, Graph, Mind August, the Gishki stuff, the one-day stuff. You know, y'all know how that loop used to have. I wasn't even playing the game back then, but y'all know how that went. I don't think it's going to be a thing now. That's why they unlimited it. And then obviously you got Totally Awesome and Buster Dragon. So now this leads me into the second part of the video. And now we have part two, guys. I think we have to examine all of the decks that we already had. I think that Dogmatica is going to increase in popularity, obviously, for obvious reasons, because nothing happened. Nothing got touched. And anytime when we have a new format, anything that was gone, that was untouched, you're going to have an advantage in the competitive scene, because you won't have to learn something new. A lot of people, when a ban list happens, they have to learn something new because the ban list came and backhanded them, and now they have to start all over again. So I think if you're playing Infernoble, you have to adjust a lot, because obviously I don't think you can play Charles and have it do quite the same thing that it was doing before, because let's face it, it was just there to pop Smoke Grenade. And unless there's some card that I can't really think of off the top of my head, I think people are just going to probably adjust to the virtual world synchro. I forget the thing's name. Who the hell knows? Who cares? You'll see it on the screen. There it is. Okay, get out of here. Now, when we think about other stuff, I think Dragon Link definitely took a huge hit. It wasn't playing Smoke Grenade. It actually, that kind of like evaporated. That was a build for a little while. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but it was a build where Dragon Link was actually playing Smoke Grenade a lot, and then it just stopped all of a sudden. So I think it's going to definitely be impacted because Link Cross is gone, but I think there's still going to be somebody that's going to figure out something somewhere. You guys know how Konami is. You guys know how Yu-Gi-Oh is. You know how us Yu-Gi-Oh players are. We're going to adapt and figure it out. And Konami just didn't do the right thing. They didn't do enough, in my opinion, where they could have hit LP or something. You know what I mean? I think that there's so much to say about some of these other decks. I think Elich is going to rise in popularity. Nothing happened to Dino. And all the way down the list, guys, I think Drytron will have to adjust minimally. There's just, obviously, you can't make the VFD stuff anymore, but like that wasn't the reason why they made the deck. They made it for ritual summoning, right? You get what I'm saying. Anywho, guys, that's been enough of me talking. I like the ban list a little bit, but it left a lot to be desired. It left a lot to be desired, to be honest, guys. I'm out. YG, baby!